Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. So, as you guys know, it's been a long time since I posted a video. I think it's been a whole month since I posted a video now. But I've just been crazy busy lately and really struggling to find time to film. But I really wanted to hop back on camera and get a video filmed for you guys. I am so excited to get this video up. I've been holding on to the Morphe foundation and concealer for about a month now. I've been back from Las Vegas for about 3 weeks and I bought it whenever I was there, and I've been wanting to test it out so bad, but I didn't want to try it until I could test it on my channel. So this is a first impressions, and I'm going to be doing a wear test with this foundation also. So I'm just going to kind of take you through my day and just kind of check in with you guys a few times about the foundation and tell you some thoughts that I have on it. So if you guys want to see my thoughts on this foundation, then just go ahead and keep on watching. Okay, so to be fair for the foundation today, I just want to give it a fair shot. So I'm going to go ahead and prime with my normal primers that I always use. So I'm going to go ahead and fill in my pores with the Tarte Timeless Smoothing Primer that I always use. And then I'm going to hydrate my skin with the Urban Decay Quick Fix Primer. So I'm just going to put this on like I always do over my pores. And then I'm just going to spray the Quick Fix Primer over top of it once I've got this all smoothed on my skin. So I know that I'm like really behind on filming right now. Like everybody has already posted their videos about this foundation, but I really wanted to try it on my channel and I just haven't had time, honestly. I've been so busy lately. I've been like working like double the amount that I was working before, and once I got back from vacation, everything was just kind of like all coming back together. Everything was just kind of like rushing back together at one time, and I've really been struggling with getting back in the routine of things. So I'm like really behind on filming this video, but I still really wanted to get it up for you guys and just kind of show you my thoughts on this foundation. So for the foundation, I picked up the shade F2.60, and for the concealer, I picked up the shade C2.15. Honestly, I picked these up whenever I was self-tanned, so I'm hoping that this still works because this is the only shade that I have. And then the concealer, I normally go a little bit lighter with this, but I think that we'll be able to make it work. I'm going to do one side of my face using the Jaclyn Hill brush collection, like her foundation brush. It's just the JH03, and then I'm going to use the Morphe sponge on the other side of my face. I've been having some issues with my skin lately. Like I've been having lots of dry patches like on my forehead, and I've been breaking out really bad, but I want to see how this foundation covers up. So I'm really hoping that this foundation doesn't dry me out and it's not too cakey or anything, because that's really what I've heard. But I feel like, I don't know, I do like matte foundation, so I should be able to make it work. So I think I'm going to do this side of my face with the sponge and this side of my face with the brush, and I'm just going to dab this on. I've heard that you do not need a lot at all and you can go overboard really quickly. So I think I'm just going to start out with probably about that much and see how that builds up. I could end up needing way more, but I figured that I should start out with just a little bit first, just in case I end up going way too ham and not being able to take it away. Ever since I got back from Vegas a few weeks ago, my skin has been so dry, and the weather out there is way different than it is in Tennessee, but I mean, that's kind of obvious, but it's like so dry there. So honestly, I think that that's why my skin has been dry, and it just hasn't got back like used to the Tennessee weather. I don't know if you can tell, but it is really sticking, and I did not have it sitting there very long, so I'm really having to like push the sponge against my skin to blend it out. But obviously that wasn't enough, so I'm just going to pick up a little bit more and add some more coverage onto this. But I do think that's, like I was saying, I do think that's why my skin has been so dry, but we'll see if this foundation works with dry skin, I guess. You do have to work pretty quickly with this foundation, but I mean, it gives amazing coverage, but you do have to work pretty quickly with it, as you can see, because I'm like having places like right around here that I'm not really able to blend out. I'm honestly really impressed with the coverage of this. I'm going to look up closer and see how I feel about it. I do have some dry patches right here and just like up kind of towards my hairline, and it is really showing with this foundation. I do feel like if I use like a dewy setting mist or something, it might kind of bring life back to it and make it not so like dry and flaky. But overall, I mean, it looks pretty good. I do have one spot right here that really is just like not picking up pigment. but that could just be my skin. I've heard that you cannot layer this or it does get cakey, so I'm scared to add too much. So I don't want to go in with any more than what I've got on right now. I don't know. I like it. With the sponge so far, I really like it. So now, like I said, I'm going to use my JH03 brush and do this side. And then, like I said, I'm going to use my JH03 brush and go ahead and do this side. So I'm just going to pick some up on the brush and just kind of blend it out. I've heard lots of mixed reviews about this foundation. Some people love it, some people hate it. Jaclyn Hill said that she loved it and she uses it all the time. I've seen Kristen Leanne use it multiple times on her channel. And so, I mean, I wanted to give it a try. Some of the reviews of it were not that great, and a lot of people said that it was too, like, drying and too matte. But sometimes, honestly, that's good, in my opinion. Not that it's, like, drying, but it's good that it isn't super matte, just because it will keep it on your skin a lot longer. But that blended out really quickly with the brush. So I feel like one layer with the brush gave the same amount of coverage as 2 layers with a beauty blender or a sponge. But in this area right here, I just don't feel like I'm covered as much as I want to be, just because I do have some pretty bad breakouts just like around my mouth and stuff. So I'm going to do a little bit more. Okay, so I'm going to grab my mirror again and look a little bit closer. So I do have a pretty bad breakout right here that I was picking at, and so now it's gotten a really bad dry patch over it, and this has really clung to that, and so I'm not the biggest fan of that. But other than that, like, my forehead, again, just isn't really looking the best, but it's not terrible. And, I mean, how much is this foundation? I think $12. I'll put it in the description box down below or somewhere on this screen. But the foundation is $12, so really you cannot complain about a $12 foundation. But I do feel like dampening the foundation with the sponge really did help. So I think I'm just going to go over the brush side with the beauty blender. It just kind of helped to push everything into the skin and not look so, like, sitting on top. As you can tell, I mean, the foundation is not my color. I got this whenever I was self-tan, and I haven't self-tan in probably 2 weeks now, and so I'm getting a little bit pale, so the color is not perfect, but I'm hoping I can lighten it up with the concealer. So, like I said, I have the concealer in the shade C2.15. So the doe foot on this is flat. I don't know if you can tell, but it's just going to be like a normal doe foot. And I'm just going to go in with a little bit, and I'm going to do one side at a time. I normally would go in with a lighter concealer than this because I do like a really highlighted under eye. But this is what I've got, so this is what I'm going to use. I happened to be in Vegas the day that the foundations and stuff came out, so that worked out really awesome because I was able to actually go into the Morphe store in Vegas, and okay, I'm really impressed with this. I just had to stop what I was saying because it looks like it is like literally smoothed out the texture on my cheeks. Okay, anyways, I was able to go into the store in Vegas and pick out my exact shade, which normally I would have to just do it online. And I literally hate picking foundation shades online just because you never really know what you're gonna get. And just because it looks like it would match you online, you get it in and it's like the total wrong color. Like, that's what happened on my ColourPop video. I ordered my foundation online and it seemed like from the description and the color that it would be like my exact shade. And it got here and it was way too dark. But it worked out that I was able to go in, and when I'm self-tan, this is like my perfect shade. Okay, so concealers crease really easily under my eyes, but so I'm not going to make that like my deciding factor on if I like it because I obviously haven't even set it with powder yet, but this looks so good. I'm not sure if you're able to really tell in the camera, but it is like literally smoothed out like my whole cheek area right here. Like, it literally looks like my whole cheek area right here. So it literally looks so airbrushed and so pretty. So that's the side with the sponge, and I'm just gonna go ahead and set it with my Huda Beauty setting powder. I thought about getting like the Morphe powder and like primer and stuff, and I had it in my cart, and I ended up putting it back just because I don't want to test this out with something that I don't know if I like, because you never know if it's gonna be the powder or the primer that's making it not wear well on your skin. So I wanted to give this foundation and concealer a fair chance and set it and prime with what I know I love. So I'm just going to make sure that I really pack this on, and I like to push it kind of into my pores right here. This is actually since it is such a matte concealer and like foundation, I don't know if I'm actually going to bake now that I am thinking about it. I think I'm just going to go ahead and press this powder in. Okay, literally my skin looks so good right now. I haven't set the rest of my face, but I also haven't done the concealer on this side. So I'm going to go ahead and put the concealer on this side and blend it out with the brush, and then I'll set it. But oh my god, I cannot believe how smooth and just like airbrush this side of my face looks right now. So I'm just going to take the same JH03 brush and just kind of blend this out. So same with the concealer as with the foundation. This brush literally blended it out so quick, but I do think that I like it with the sponge better. That doesn't really surprise me just because I am more of a foundation sponge kind of girl anyways. So I'm just going to go over it with the sponge again just to make sure that everything is really pressed in. So I am going to be doing a wear test on this foundation and concealer today. I don't really know what I have planned for the rest of the day. It's 10:30 right now, so it's not too early in the morning, but I still got the full day to, you know, like test it and wear it and see how it lasts on my skin. But tonight I don't really have any big plans. Anyways, I'm going to check in with you guys throughout the day and see how the foundation is looking and how I'm feeling, because right now it does not feel too heavy or anything, and my skin looks so good. I'll try and get some close-up shots in like some more natural light later. I do have my window open behind me, but I have my beauty lights on in the background, so I'm really getting like the white light, but I do want to see what it looks like in natural light once I make it outside today. So I don't have a vlog camera or anything, so I am going to be checking in with you guys throughout the day on my phone, so I hope that the video is going to be okay. I don't see why it wouldn't be, just because I feel like iPhones now have like such good camera quality. I have an iPhone 8 Plus, so it's not like the newest one, but I mean the camera on it is still pretty good. Okay, so I've got you guys in a little bit closer just on my phone, but like as you can see right here, I've got a dry patch from a breakout that I was trying to cover up, and you can really see the dry like flakiness of it, but it covered up the redness pretty well. And like right here on my forehead, the foundation has really like clung to my dry patches. It's not too bad, but it's still like I don't like that part of it. But I mean everywhere else on my face, my skin looks so good. Like right here, all my pores are like blurred out. They look so good. Okay, so like I said, I am going to do the rest of my makeup off camera, and then I'll be back once I'm done with all of that just to kind of show you the final look. But I do want the focus of this video to be like on my skin, so like my foundation and concealer and everything. So I don't want to do anything else on camera. So I'm going to go ahead and finish the rest of this look, and then I'll be right back to check in with you guys, and then I will take you out with me for the rest of the day. Okay, y'all, so this is the completed look. So I just went ahead and used the Dominique Cosmetics Berries and Cream palette, and I was going to go for something natural today, and somehow I've ended up with this. But I used the shade, what is it? Blueberry Muffin in here, this blue shade, for the first time, and it is so good. And I went ahead and put Honey Dipped, which is the gold, all over my lid, and I love it. And then I used the Eyelure, I don't really know what these are called, the I don't really know, but they're these lashes. I'll link them in the description box down below. I saw Jaclyn Hill using them in her drugstore video, and I really liked them. So that is the lashes. And then for the lips, I just used Kat Von D Bow and Arrow. That's one of my all-time favorites. I just love it. It's a really dark nude color, obviously, and I think it looks so good with this look. So the foundation has held up really well. I mean, as you can see, my highlight, everything went on really nicely on top of it. I'll go ahead and pull you guys closer one more time so you can see, and then we'll go ahead and head out for the day, and I'll check in with you guys in a few hours. Okay, so up close, as you can see, my skin looks really good. I do still have this dry patch right here, but I tried to cover it up and get it to look as normal as possible, but everything else looks really good. I mean, my eyes turned out really pretty today, but I mean, it's not about the eyes, it's about the skin, but my skin looks really good. The foundation was a little dark, so I did put some bronzer on my neck, my forehead where it was dry right here. You can still see the dry patches a little bit, but it's not too bad. So I'm gonna go ahead and head out for the day. I think that once my oil starts to like break through this foundation a little bit, all those dry patches will kind of like slowly fade away throughout the day, but we'll see if I'm right. So I'm gonna go ahead and check off here for right now, and then I will be back in a few hours in probably my car to check in with you guys and let you know how the foundation is holding up. I forgot to let you guys know. So it's currently 11 o'clock. So I'll probably check in with you guys at like 2 maybe, and we'll see how it looks after 2 hours, and then I will talk to you guys then. Okay, so like I said earlier, I don't have a vlog camera, so I'm just going to be filming my check-ins on my phone, but it is currently 2:13, and so I've had this foundation on for about like 3 hours now, which, I mean, it's not looking the best. I normally wear that Hourglass Vanish stick, and that will literally stay on all day and look so good, but right now, I mean, I do have a little bit of cakiness going on, like right here on my nose, and this dry patch is just getting worse. But like everywhere else on my face looks pretty good. As the oil has like broken through on my forehead, it started to look a little bit better. I'm not sure if you can like really see it, but I do have some buildup right here of the foundation. But overall, I mean, it still looks pretty good. I do think I would reach for it again as of right now, but I will do a couple more check-ins throughout the day just to see my thoughts on it and see if that's still going to be the case in a few hours. Okay, y'all, so I figured I would do another check-in. So it is currently at 4:30 and I'm off work for the day, and I am just sitting in my bed drinking a smoothie. I didn't have lunch today, so I just made this smoothie. I put pineapple and mango and spinach, some almond milk, some chia seeds, and what else? And then like a scoop of superfood in it. And I am just not doing anything else for the rest of the day, but I still wanted to check in with you guys, and I'm going to leave the makeup on for a few more hours so you can see, but I've had it on for 5 hours now, 5 hours, and it's looking pretty good still. I mean, this is really not that great of lighting, but I mean, as you can see, I have a little bit of a glow to my skin now rather than being super matte, which I love that. But right here where it was getting really like cakey earlier, I just kind of took a beauty blender and like blended it out, and it looks like all back to normal now. I haven't had any wear off or anything, so it still looks pretty good. And I have been like rubbing my nose just because it's been running, but like I still have full coverage on my nose. My forehead, where it was really dry and flaky, that's honestly gone, but I think it's just because my oils have like broken through. But as of right now, I am like loving this foundation, seriously. It is so good. So yeah, that is my 4:30 check-in, and I will check in with you guys in just a few hours. Okay guys, so it is currently 8:30, so I've had this foundation on for about 9 hours now, and it looks pretty good. I actually took a nap and napped for about 2 hours on it, so my lashes are gone, but my foundation looks good. My eyes water whenever I sleep, so I've got like a little line right here from where it wore off the foundation, but everywhere else on my face looks really good. So like around my nose, I don't have any cakiness. I do have a little bit worn off on my nose now and like around my mouth, but it still looks pretty good. So this is going to be my last check-in for the day, so I'll talk to you guys in just a few minutes, and I will just update you on everything, and I will let you know how, like, my final thoughts about everything. Okay, y'all, so this is going to be my final check-in for the night. So as you can see, I am looking a little bit shiny right here, and I do have some wear off the foundation right here, it's just getting a little bit splotchy. But overall, I mean, it still looks good. For 10 hours of wear on a foundation, I do think that this is really good. But for a matte foundation to stay this matte throughout the whole day like this, I do think that it is really good. I really like it. I feel like my pores do look a little bit big right here. They've kind of, I think as the foundation is worn off, they just kind of have gotten more like prominent throughout the day. Like I said, my nose is wearing off a little bit, but that's to be expected. Like, I've been wiping my nose all day. But overall, I really like this foundation, and I would recommend it to you. I like it a lot. I mean, like I said, not my favorite, but I do think that I would reach for this again. And for the price, you really can't beat that. I think that this is a good foundation, a good price point, and I do think that you guys should pick it up. If you guys like this video, make sure to give it a big thumbs up and subscribe down below, and leave me a comment and let me know what kind of videos you want to see next on my channel. I'm going to be filming some more videos this weekend and this week to try and get up for you guys so that I can get back onto a normal filming schedule. So you guys let me know what you want to see down below, and I will see you back in the next video. Bye guys, thanks so much for watching.